Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, guys. My chair, one of the legs on my chair it's not broken. That wouldn't be the right way to describe it. One of the legs on my chair, the screws came loose, and I don't have the right tools right here with me in the bedroom, and I'm too lazy to go and get them out of the toolbox to tighten the screws. And so when I sit down in my chair, if the leg isn't straight, it feels like my chair is going to fall over. It's, you got to have all four corner posts, all four cornerstones in your life have to be even and sturdy. So there's a message in that. But no, my chair, when I sat down, it was kind of funny because my chair started to, it felt like it was going to just give out from under me. So it was kind of interesting. Anyway, hey guys, this is Jason. You're watching Ray of Light Tarot. We're going to have a little fun this Friday night. I've been absentee for a while from my channel. I've missed being on here with you guys. Not really. Why lie? I really haven't missed being on here because I haven't been feeling well, and it's been a really much needed break. But I have missed all of you and your wonderful energies and all of that. So I have missed that. But I haven't missed being on here. Hey, Rebecca's here. Yay. What's up, Adi? Okay, let me get these glasses on. Yeah, so that's the truth. The truth will set you free. Yeah, thank you. Yes, it's really good to be. Hello in Canada. Oh, Canada. So, yeah, it's good to be back. I am feeling markedly better than I was, so that's good. All right, so here we go. I've got a little list I'm working from. Karen McConnell, nice to see you. Thank you. Hello, Penny. Hello, everyone. I'm glad you guys are able to be here. Canada, a sacred land. Yes. I think it's pretty much the whole earth is a sacred land, but that's just my opinion. Hey, Julene, nice to see you. Debbie, Joni is here. Okay, so let's do this before we get started on the mini readings. Let's do a little energy check-in. I don't know why I spiked my hair up when I was washing my hands, but I'm feeling a little wicked, a little crazy tonight. I'm going to do just an energy check-in for all of us, see what's going on with the energies. I know, listen, I have some astrologers that I follow. I know the astrology is pretty gnarly lately. I mean, it's that's a pretty accurate description. It's gnarly. It's wild energy. And so a lot of us are feeling that. Hey, Joyce. Thank you, Julian. I used to wear my hair like this all the time. The energy is crazy. Yeah, thank God Mercury just went direct. I am a Mercury ruled sign, or some people believe Virgo is ruled by Chiron, but officially Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury ruled here. I think that pretty much sums me up. I'm a pretty good communicator when I'm able to put the energy into communicating. Hello, Norma Jo Gonzalez. This energy, Joan says. All right, well, anyway, let's pull some animal spirit oracle cards and see what the messages are just for our collective, and where we're at, what's going on with us, what we need to focus on. I think I'll do like a masculine feminine energy check for twin souls as well. I'll tell you, I don't know about you guys, those of you a lot of my followers are people who identify with the twin soul journey. I'll tell you, I have had, since being out of commission, I've had some really intense twin soul based dreams, and they sort of go back. I've encountered myself and my twin in childhood, and some really extreme dreams that I haven't had of this kind in a couple of years, actually, and they're coming back in really intense form. So I don't know what that means, but I don't know about you guys if you've had similar experiences recently, but I have definitely had the gift of gab. I've definitely had some interesting dreams as of late. So very strange myself too. Really strange encounters. So, I mean, like a lot, Show me the masculine and feminine energies, please. Wow, masculine energy has got the snake spirit. But the feminine's just as strong. The feminine's not a, the masculine's not the only predator. You're both coming out strong. Masculine is the snake spirit, card number 55, time to heal. The feminine is the panther spirit, card number 44. and it says reclaim your power. So both the masculine and feminine energies really exhibiting predatorial energies here in this reading. They're both very strong, both sort of, I would say, fiercely sort of. You know what it is? Hey, Malia, nice to see you. It feels to me like what these energies are. It's almost like circling the wagons. I feel like both of these energies are like circling the wagons and kind of being very protective. They both feel like they can be very aggressive energies, but they can also be very good, strong defensive energies. And I feel like there's a lot of protective energy. It may be for your both. You may actually be protecting spiritual things, things of the spirit, things about your connection. I don't know what that exactly means. I feel that way. I feel very protective of my connection again, in the sense that when people ask me about it, I usually just look at them quizzically or quixotically, like, why are you asking me something that's personal? Because I feel protective of the energy. I don't feel like anyone has the right to ask me about that. And so there's that. And I think that's kind of what I get from both of these cards. So masculine and feminine, very similar energies. I think it's also of note, if you can see this, card number 44 for the feminine, and then card number 55 for the masculine. Masculine's going through more change, certainly, than the feminine. So masculine, you're looking at major change, right? Major, huge change, transition. Feminine's looking at, I know the masculine says a time to heal, but I feel like the healing is happening more for the feminine in the physical world, and the masculine is happening more in the spiritual world or energetic realms. Holy shot. My twin flame's birthday is April 4th. Holy shot. Cool. Very cool. The badger spirit is the connection. What is that? The badger spirit, another 4. Okay, so yeah, if 4s are important to you, you might want to take that as a confirmation. I want to say though, with this badger spirit, there's a lot of interesting things if you look at this card. This to me suggests a time of, I don't know why it feels like there's a celebration coming. It says be fearless and bold. So, you know, be fearless and bold. Take it how it resonates for you. To me, it looks like it's a very summery energy. It's a very sort of outdoors, earthbound energy. It feels good. It doesn't feel bad to me at all. But I think a lot of these energies are people who are coming through the bad to get to the good. So, you know. Okay. That's crazy. Crazy, Julene. Crazy, crazy. Okay, so I'm going to get started on the mini readings because I don't want to be on here too long and wear myself out when I'm just starting to feel better. What I'm going to do is, so Joan, do you want to throw your question up? Because you were on the list from like 2 weeks ago, the last time I tried to come on and I didn't get to do it. So if you want to throw yours up there, I'll start with you. Joni. Joni. Crystal said Panther is her spirit animal, so that's very interesting. Have a blessed day. Everyone says, you. You. Joan, what's your question? Maybe Joan had to pop out. Oh, there it is. Do you feel I'm going back to work as a LMT? Okay. LMT is licensed massage therapist, guys, just in case you were wondering. God, it's funny that I don't feel like you are, but that's just my own intuition. Let's see if the cards override that. I really don't feel like that's what you're doing. I don't know why. Hello, new Sora Kyrie. I can't pronounce that. What's the deal with Joan's future career? Yeah, there's definitely something new. No, there's too much. No. You're definitely, I don't think that that's what you're doing because you've got some new energy here. You've got this sort of, so you've got, the readings are $25. So you've got what's interesting, Joan, is you've got a new beginning here. You've got the Three of Pentacles. That's that building energy. When we look at this card, you know, this card is so much about like it's building or starting something new. Oh wow, I said it right. Go me. This is building or starting something new, and I feel like for you it is a new career path, and it may not be something that I don't know how this is going to work out because it feels like it may be a bit of a struggle to make it happen. You've got this Four of Cups right now kind of looming in, and I think that's the energy you've been experiencing recently because the Four of Cups, thank you for the love, Kathy. The Four of Cups can feel very, the Four of Cups can feel very disillusioned. And you know what's part of the problem with the Four of Cups? I've been in the Four of Cups since not feeling very well. I've been kind of in that Four of Cups energy too because you get frustrated. And there's something to be said for when you're kind of spiritually connected and woke, where but you start to get frustrated with your own limitations or the your own sense of your own limitations can be very frustrating. And that's what this feels like because that looming fourth cup in the sky, what that always confirms to me is the awareness of abilities, the awareness of spiritual things, and the awareness of your connectedness. But there's still a frustration here or a certain degree of discontentment that really can't be filled. And I think a lot of us have experienced that. Tough astrology, though, guys. Don't be too hard on yourself or pushing yourself too hard. Every time I start to do that with myself, I remind myself the astrology is really gnarly. It's been really intense. And it's very healing. It's very transformational, but you have to kind of allow it to be. You kind of have to just sit back, do what I do. Just shut yourself off from the world for a little while. Anyone who loves you will wait and will be patient. And anyone else can off, right? I mean, that's kind of the attitude you have to take. But there's a certain level of just real disillusionment, and it's not really about your career, the disillusionment. But I think part of it is it's applicable to your career, right? So it's yeah, hermit mode. So it's not about your career, but it's applicable to your career, right? You have the Nine of Pentacles here, a guidance card. You also have the King of Swords in reverse. So really, this feels like you're being guided, at least for tonight, to really, you know, any any male energy is very much this feels like it doesn't feel like this is about a man specifically, but it's saying like any men in your life, any men in your life, what you want to do, guys. No, guys, we're not doing. In the description, it'll tell you how to get a personal reading. I'll go ahead and give Laura one because she because she went ahead and sent it this way. But the it's Cash App only, and it's $ Ray of Light Tarot, and it's listed in the description. That's how we're doing it tonight. Okay. So Joan, with this King of Swords in reverse and then the Nine of Pentacles here, what you need to know is, what you need to know, this is important. You've got to focus on yourself. I mean, I don't know who this is. I think this isn't about a specific person. It's just about a specific energy. And this represents the outside of you. Okay. This is about you, and this represents the outside of you. And it's saying, put the focus into who and what you are and what you believe in. Everything outside of you, in as much as you're able to, right? And as much as you're able to, needs to be pushed off. And I know you can't push off bills, right? You can't push off bills. You can't push off things like that that you have to deal with. But as much as you're able to, those things that are causing mental confusion, overthinking, that's got to be pushed off. And that's what this King of Swords represents. And it does represent the romantic life as well. It's not just one thing. It's all of those things. But you've got to push those things off and really focus on, this Nine of Pentacles, that card is so much about really sort of, it's not about being selfish. It's really about like spoiling yourself, taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, being good to yourself. And that's how you come to know, and loving yourself really the best you can. That's how you come to know how much, right? How much you truly are worthy and how much you truly can be and can have. That's how that works. So that's a very special thing, and it's very important to do that. Okay, so I do feel like it's an opportunity for something new to begin. I'm not sure if this is all about career. I think, yeah, the question is when it comes to being an LMT, that's probably not what you're supposed to be doing. It served you well, and it's worked well with what your wheelhouse is, right? but it's not really what you're meant to be doing. It's not what you're being called to do. You've known that for as long as I've known you, which is a couple of years now. You've known that's not what you're called to. That's not your path. That's not where you're being pulled or led. And as far as that goes, you really have to listen to that place in you, because it's gonna this doesn't feel like an easy thing. This feels difficult, but be aware that that's not where you are. You've got overall energy, that Libra card of justice. So you're gonna be reaping what you've sown in a very positive way. Okay, these are good things coming to you. This is good things. This is justice, and it's upright. It's good energy. It's what you deserve. Okay, coming to you. So that's a great card. Major Arcana as your overall energy here. So I feel like it's saying there's an asterisk beside your career path. It could be LMT if you see it in the right context, within framing it within what you're capable of doing, right? That could be a part of what you do, but that's a small part. Don't limit yourself. Don't give in to the limiting beliefs, okay? All right, good luck with that, Joan. Valerie, you're next. Yeah, I probably shouldn't keep the readings open because I've been sick, you guys, and I know I'm gonna wear out pretty quick. Welcome. Welcome. Night. Feeling a strange energy with my Aries. What can Spirit tell me about where he is in his self-awareness journey? Okay. Well, I feel like, first of all, he's definitely represented. Yeah, I've got you, Stephanie. I've got you, you're two away. I feel like with your Aries, he's very much represented by that snake spirit that came out for the masculine. And remember, the snake spirit is about massive changes happening right now, healing. It's also, the snake represents miracles. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. And I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know if that's like an official thing or if that's just something that I've learned to see the snakes as. You have to look it up and tell me. Because I read a lot and I take in a lot, and I don't know how much of it is what I absorbed from reading or what's what I just feel spiritually. So I connect I connect the snake, seeing a serpent or a snake, with miraculous things, mysterious, sometimes dark things. But I don't see it as dark as bad. I see it as tough sometimes, shadow work, things like that, but it's always leading to something miraculous and healing. So I see the snake energy as miraculous. So I think your Aries is going through transitions and transformations that are of a miraculous nature. And that's important to just know right off the bat, right? Just know that from the start. He's also at a point where he's actually starting to try to create something. He's got the Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands is a really creative energy. She's also a powerful biatch. Ten of Swords. So he's having trouble really. The healing that's taking place is on a deep level, and it's tough. It's a deep dive, because this Ten of Swords, when you see the Ten of Swords like this can represent a lot of things, but it's usually about something from the past that has to do with feeling disappointed, betrayed, really beat down. I mean, this person is dead on the ground. So when you feel this way, you have to think, what does this represent? What happened to this person? Whatever this recent cycle was that your Aries experienced, they are still feeling extremely, extremely defeated. It's not real. It's an illusion. It's all up here in their head, and part of it starts in the heart, because it's a little bit of a broken heart that begins it. I mean, our damage begins with a broken heart, right? I didn't become an addict because I was a party boy. I became a party boy and an addict because I had a broken heart. I had a horribly broken heart, and I was looking to quiet the pain. This person is being suppressed by this broken heart energy, something that's happened in the past. But that doesn't negate what's happening here for masculines across the board, which is healing, transformation, and ultimately miracles. So there's definitely a little bit of a conflict there within this person, but it's all about that, right? It's all about that place where there's a little bit of a pain spot. This could be, I don't know if you consider this to be a twin soul for you, but we're getting that true match energy here. You've got King and Queen of Wands. You guys have a strong passion. You guys have a strong shared passion. Thank you, Kathy. You're very sweet. You guys have a strong shared passion. It's that fire, that flame, that fire where you meet, and it's a big piece of your connection. So, whatever that's about. I think that the reason that came out, because you were asking more about his self-awareness, I think that that's really a confirmation to you that he's having a real awakening or new understanding, new level of awareness about just how strong that connection is. And that's what happens a lot of times. I don't know exactly where you guys are, but I'm pretty sure you're in separation of some kind. Guys, people a lot of times don't realize how important you are to them when you're with them. Sometimes they realize how important you are to them when you're not with them. That's when the realizations come on. So, just, keep that in mind. All right. Lavinia. Is Lavinia here? I'm going to give Lavinia a hot second to put her question up. And if she's not here, then we'll do yours, Stephanie. But I'm waiting on Lavinia. Lavinia. It reminds me of that movie, The Banger Sisters. The character Susan Sarandon played in that movie was named Lavinia. Lavinia, what's the current energy from my Aquarius person of interest towards me? Okay. Did that make you feel special? You don't meet a lot of people named Lavinia. Show me the energies there, the Aquarius. Ooh, that person is, listen, this Aquarius is very stubborn. This Aquarius you're asking about, very stubborn energy. It's not coming out in the cards so much. I just feel it from this person. I feel a lot of stubborn energy. I feel like they're really digging in. I'm seeing it's almost like a bull when it's like scratching with its hoof. It's just it feels like a very stubborn energy. A lot of steam coming out of the ears. Yeah, right. I guess that's not saying a lot, is it? But it's good because it feels very determined too. And that can be very attractive. Someone who's very determined, maybe ambitious. Problem is this person's got the Knight of Wands energy when it comes to you. What does that mean? That means that this person may not be very consistent. Very passionate, yes. You may have a lot of excitement together, but that's not a consistent passion. This is a passion that could burn out and it may not give you what you want. So you need to be aware of that because it looks like this connection where you guys are at, this person's Knight of Wands, that's kind of an in and out energy and it's leaving you really frustrated. You've got this Two of Swords where you're kind of not sure what to do, blocked off. You're not seeing something clearly. Spirit wants you to know you've got the blinders on somewhere. And it's all about your feelings, your emotions. Your emotions are sort of misleading you a little bit or making you think something. It could be that you're thinking this is something it's not. I hate to say that because I know nobody wants to hear that, but I have to say I'm getting a little bit of that with this person. You may be really wanting this to be something that it's not because of your strong emotions. And guys, I get it. The thing is, a twin soul and a karmic partner, they feel the same in your heart space. Like there's not a lot of difference in the heart space, how it feels when you're in the moment with the person. So you have to really learn to read the energy. You have to learn to trust what is the truth. You have to get to what the real truth is. I don't know what this connection is, but I'm just saying there's something coming through for me about a little bit of a misunderstanding here because of the depth of emotion being felt. So don't let yourself be misled or led down a path a path that's just going to turn out to be a lesson learned if you don't have to, if you can get the lesson some other way because you don't want to do anything based on emotion alone, okay? You come out as the Empress here, so you are being guided to really nurture. The Empress is such a loving, nurturing energy, and that's a beautiful energy. You want to nurture yourself. Make sure that you're nurturing yourself because love is really wasted if we're not giving it to ourselves first, foremost, and last. I mean, you can't... I know it's kind of cliche, but you really can't love somebody if you're not loving yourself first. You can do a lot of things that look like love, right? That sort of imitate love. You can be in a really addictive relationship, a really unhealthy relationship. You can be really kind to someone. You can put someone before yourself. You can be sacrificial. You can do a lot of things that look like love, but unless you're really loving yourself first, you can't love someone else. And that, what this is about, that Empress energy is saying you have so much ability, spiritual ability. You have an ability to heal, but it has to start from within. It has to literally flow from within, or it gets really messed up, because this person does have strong emotions that have been stirred because of the connection with you, but they're really resistant for some reason. They're just staying in this very, it feels like they're staying in this very surface place. Like they've got the Fool energy. They want to take some kind of a leap of faith into something new. They've been stirred to want to start something new, or do something new, or be something new as the result of this connection. But what they're doing is staying in this sort of Knight of Wands energy that's really not leading them anywhere. And it's got you, I don't know what this is, but you're supposed to be here as the Empress, and you're here with the Two of Swords, really struggling and not seeing something for what it really is. So I would advise you, really work, Lavinia, to see this connection for whatever it really and truly is. Ask for that tonight before you go to sleep. Ask your higher power and your guides to show you what this connection truly is. Not what you want it to be, not what they want it to be, but what it truly is. To show you loud and clear what the purpose of the connection is, so that it'll help guide your next steps. I think that's the best thing you can do right now regarding this Aquarius, is ask what the connection is, because the person wants to communicate something to you, but they're not doing it. They've got Page of Cups in reverse as the overall energy. So that means there's a need for some kind of communication, some kind of explanation, even an apology maybe, but it's not happening. So what are you going to do with that? You can't do anything with that. And you don't want to be the one sometimes some of us, like, we're such healers that we'll apologize to somebody even if they're the one that should be apologizing to us. Sometimes you have such a natural healing ability within you that you will literally go and apologize to someone, guys, when they should be the ones apologizing to you. That's not okay. Got to cut that out. Okay. Good luck, Lavinia. Stephanie, you are next. You're welcome. Good luck. Good luck. I like your name. Good luck, and I like your name. Oh, it feels good to do readings, guys. Been missing this. Asking direction from my spirit guides right now. I'm going to introduce my next steps. Libra and Taurus. All right. What's the guidance for Stephanie with the Libra and then the Taurus? Show me the Libra. And the Taurus. Ooh, well, whatever's going on with you, it's leaving you. You've got, your current situation is 10 of Cups in reverse. So you have come into, what that tells me, right in a nutshell, is you've really come into contact with someone or someones that you can have a really, well, you've come into some kind of contact spiritually where you're now aware of you're aware of the ideal, what you truly want or deserve. Now it's a matter of making it happen. Okay, so the Libra. You're about to enter a new cycle with this Libra. The Libra, you have the Ten of Wands, so there's a lot of heaviness, some burden in the recent past, maybe some uncertainty, maybe some sadness. I noticed this person's looking back. In this deck, they're looking back toward their home. So they've left. It's like they feel like they're, for some reason in this connection, you feel like you're away from your home. So I don't know if this person feels like home to you. I know that feeling. But you've got in the near future the Four of Wands. That's a great energy, but it may be time to focus on the friendship with this Libra instead of focusing on the romantic side of things. This feels like a very platonic energy, and that's not a bad thing. Even if the relationship, even if you envision in your mind and your heart the relationship being romantic on some level, you have to respect people for where they are, right? You don't want to lose somebody just because they're not where you are. And you can tell if somebody has that kind of love for you, but they're not in a place where they can be fully romantic. You need to be willing to meet them wherever they are. And there's something to do with platonic friendship here for the next little cycle. So be open to that with this Libra if this is something you want to pursue. Now with the Taurus, was it a Taurus? Yeah, Taurus. You've got you've got two pages, Page of Wands and Page of Swords. So what does this tell me about your Taurus right at the bat? Well, number one, this person is not really spiritually mature. This doesn't have anything to do with chronological age or, you know, a bank account, the size of a bank account. This is or a career or how many kids someone has or any of that. This is literally about someone's maturity level. And these two energies, this feels like someone who's very impetuous, very passionate, but also not always able to. They're not really my insights, though. I appreciate that. Least say what they're. These are this. I mean, obviously, for me to be able to channel it is beautiful. This comes from a place that I can't even tell you guys. Like, people who meet me in person are like, "You're so different than you are on your channel," because this is not me in my life. It's interesting. I don't know where this comes from. It's spiritual, but yeah, this person is very impetuous. This person is very passionate, but not so good at being emotionally authentic. So very logic based. That swords energy kind of takes over. They've got the passion for you, but then the swords energy is going to take over before they can get into the real love stuff. So I don't like with this energy. If you're looking for the Ten of Cups, one of the reasons it would be in reverse is because this Taurus is not quite able yet, no telling what the future brings, right? Things change. Energy is fluid, but they're not. This person's not ready to give you what you want. They're certainly not ready to give you the Ten of Cups. And I really feel like with the Libra, you're gonna need to be better friends. I feel like you need to focus on being each other's friends if that's gonna work out or have a possible growth spurt. You've got more passion for the Taurus than the Taurus has for you, but the Taurus does have passion for you, and the Taurus watches you. The Taurus looks up to you from an emotional standpoint, and the Taurus, Stephanie, wants to know more about you. I do get that from these two cards. Watching you, wants to know more about you. But neither one of these feel like, based on what you're looking for right now, I don't think you're going to get it from either one of these people. But the fact that you're aware, that you're open and you're looking is a good thing. And the fact that you have the Ten of Cups, but it's in reverse, says you're becoming more and more aware of how to get what you want because you're knowing what you want. And that's important. It's when the card is there, but it's in reverse. For me, I don't read reversals like based on the book. I don't do it. I just get what the insight I get right when I look at it. And I felt like it's saying you're ready. You're ready for the Ten of Cups, whatever that means to you. That lasting, committed thing, relationship, marriage, whatever. But you're not ready yet either. So you're. It's like you have one foot in. So the right person presents themselves at the right time. I'm not sure that either one of these people are the right person. The Libra feels more like they could be, but at the same time, there needs to be a focus on the friendship aspect of things for a while in order to truly move it forward. So take that for how it resonates. All right, I'm gonna do. Who was it that somebody sent a payment on here? Laura Luna. Will I get back? Will I, Libra, get back with my ex-boyfriend Sean? We will talk. We still talk as friends. Definitely screwed up by pushing him away. Am I being hopeful for no reason? Okay. Hope is everything. It's never no reason to be hopeful, but you definitely don't want to have expectations of someone else that they haven't given you a reason to have. Hope and expectations are definitely two different things, and if you can manage them properly, you're okay. You're welcome, Stephanie. Good luck. We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, Three of Cups. Yeah. So this person, I think, you know what? I do think that there's hope for this, Laura. I think this person's intention is to be someone stable in your life. I think that's not only what you want and what you're hoping for, but I think that in this person's heart of hearts, that's this person's intention as well, is to be there for you. King of Pentacles, it's in reverse. This person's not where they need to be. They're not balanced, and so they can't be in a balanced relationship because they're not in balance themselves. But when they are, it's going to be good stuff. Maybe it has been in the past, or you've seen signs of it at least from this person. And then you've got the Ace of Cups coming in the near future. So bam, that's an opportunity for something to start over. the Ace of Cups is just like, bam, here's some love for you. It's Spirit offering you a little gift. And it's what it is for me when I see the Ace of Cups, what I usually feel is it's like having a renewal with somebody that you, and it's almost like unexpected. It's kind of like something you had written off in your mind, and then bam, all of a sudden you rub your eyes and it's right in front of you. A second chance at love with somebody you thought you had moved on from or had moved on from you. It's something like that. It's that type of feeling. So I think that for you to say, are you wasting your time or should you not have hope? No, I think you should have hope. Now, again, remember, that's not the same thing as expectations. Expectations bad. Hope good, expectations bad. Do not turn your expectations up, because anytime we have expectations, guys, you're setting yourself up to be let down and disappointed. Now, you've also got, after this Ace of Cups, you've got the Three of Cups, and this is really about emotional expression. I feel like you're on the cusp with this person of some emotional expression together that's really going to be fulfilling for both of you, and it's going to allow this person to figure out new ways to sort of get themselves back in the game and back where they should be, sort of upright, if you will. So that's good news too. I also want to say, with the Hermit in reverse here as the bottom of the deck, or the overall energy, the Hermit in reverse tells me that period of time where you kind of are holding back and you're waiting is going to be over soon. I don't think this person is going to want to be alone much longer. I think whatever signals you've been getting from this person, or whatever reason you're not together, I think that need for sort of being alone, or that need for separateness that we all have sometimes, for this person specifically, that need is about to come to an end, or maybe it already has. It seems to be here in the current energy. So you may be getting a lot of signs. I don't think anything, pay attention, any signals you're getting right now, don't make too much of them, but trust in them. I think you're on the right path with this person. It feels good. It feels really good. All right, I need to check my list, because that's everybody so far. I'm not going to stay on much longer, but I think that there's a few more people. So hang on one sec, guys. Okay, guys, refresh your screen when you hear me say that. Refresh your screen, because when I went to check the list, that puts us on a delay for some of you. So refresh your screen if you're on delay, so that we don't have trouble communicating. I have Malia. Well, I have Deborah, Malia, is it Naima and Sue? Naima, Deborah, Malia, Naima, and Sue. And I'm going to close the list now. So let's close it off at that point. But I've got Deborah, Malia, Naima, and Sue. Bam. So we'll start with Deborah. How's my Gemini currently feeling about me? I'm using the Arcanum deck tonight. For those of you who are interested, this is the Arcanum deck. Really cool deck. I don't know, I've had it for about a year now. I like it. I have a few different decks that I use. I have like 30 decks, but I only use like 2 or 3, I love them all equally, though. They're like children. You can't really you can have favorites at different times, but you never love one more than the other. What's this Gemini doing for Deb regarding the situation? Deborah, you have the High Priestess in reverse that was just staring at me. It was wanting me to stop on that card. And I know that brief message is just, you need to remember not to let yourself get here. This is really important. I'm going to stop for a second. You've got to be, and this is, everybody take this for yourself, and I'll take it for me too. Don't let yourself and your spiritual path and your journey of growth, don't let it get sidetracked. Don't let it get slowed down. Don't let it get interrupted, like Girl Interrupted with Angelina Jolie. Don't let it get slowed down because you're too concerned about what somebody else is doing. Your Gemini's here, showing up in the reading, the Lover's card, it came out. So your Gemini is here, and this person is what you believe them to be. But it doesn't matter. You knowing that and worrying about that's not going to do anything. You've got to keep focused on YOU, not THEM. YOU, and you've got to stay focused on that, because the High Priestess was stubbing my thumb in reverse. And what that was telling me when I kept trying to shuffle, and the High Priestess was stubbing my thumb in reverse. I don't know if that even makes sense what I'm saying. It's telling me your growth is being stagnated right now for some reason. You're on a loop. Something in your mind is on a loop. Yeah. So you need to work with that. You've gotten yourself caught on a loop, and you know what I mean. Wherever you were at some point in time spiritually and on a growth path, it's gotten stubbed. Something is on a loop, and you can't let that continue because you're only hurting yourself, and the possibilities for this connection ultimately is what gets hurt and slowed down if you yourself don't stay. You just have to rip out the rear view mirror. Rip out the rear view mirror. You know, that's why the windshield is bigger. You've got to keep looking forward. That person will show up in your future. This person will show up in your future. They're on that trail somewhere. It may not be tomorrow. They're on that future trail, guys. Okay, that's for everyone. Like, if you know someone, you know, should be in your life, don't stress about it. Just let them show up when they're supposed to, okay? This person is wanting to put the work into something new. They're at a crossroads. They've got the Two of Wands here and the Eight of Pentacles. It's not only wanting to put the work into something new. Where your Gemini is at right now is really mental energy, creative energy, trying to focus on starting something new, but also focusing on financial. I don't know if this person's into like tech of some kind, but there's a lot of like crunching of things. This person's trying to figure something out, whether it's about like numbers or how they're going to do something. This feels like someone who's very focused on creation, okay? On creating something new. On thank you. Oh, Julian, thank you so much. I love you too. Healing himself and finances. Well, that's very important. But just keep in mind, this is the card of Gemini, the Lover's card. It's a beautiful card. Gemini is the twins, right? So maybe the Geminis in our lives can have us as a twin soul and somebody else who's totally different from us, because the Gemini is two different people. But no, just kidding. The thing you need to remember about this is this person can be one way one minute and a totally different way the next minute. And that's something, guys, if you want to love a Gemini, if you want to truly and you're willing to love a Gemini, you have to sort of be mature enough to accept that and just learn to say, okay, that's part of their dynamic. That's part of what makes this, that's part of, not only is that part of who this person is, that's part of their gift, that they can be two very different people all in one. That's part of their gift. And you have to learn to see that about them. Okay? So, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think this person's definitely focused on himself, on finances, focused on starting something new, but also really putting his head down and putting the work into where he's at right now. There's going to be a lot of growth coming in the near future for this person. That High Priestess in reverse spoke really loudly to me in the deck. It didn't come out, but it was trying to. So don't let whatever's feeling stagnant, don't let that don't let that grow, okay? Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up right now. Yeah, Tobias, that's why I tell people, even if you can't purchase a reading, sometimes it's good to just hang out and listen, because, you know, I always get things from listening to people, you know, who have, you know, we're talking about big topics when we do this. We're not talking about little meaningless, you know, menial things. So, all right. Next was Malia. Whoa, Malia. Almost knocked my tripod over. Okay, my dreams have been so... Yes, me too. Me too. It's been really crazy. They're very retrospective too. Mine have been. Okay. Let's see. What's the guidance for Malia regarding expanding her intuition or any of her spiritual gifts? I feel like this is about more, it's not just your intuition. You've got to really, this is about your ability to manifest. I don't know why, but first and foremost, that comes out because you've got this Nine of Cups coming out. The Nine of Cups is that card that's about abundance and wish fulfillment and, you know, just it's like it's a surplus. You know, it's a surplus. It's that time when there's a good surplus and you can actually look at trimming the fat instead of having to worry about cutting back. This is a time, I think the message in this is to help your intuition grow or expand in whatever directions it needs to. What you want to do is make sure you're remembering first and foremost each day to take the time to see the glass half full and really focus on the half full glass instead of the half empty glass, because that's really for me too, that's the foundation of manifestation, is gratitude, positive vibrations, really seeking out the silver lining in things. The more you do that, the better off you'll be. Well, and see, that's right when I was saying that. See what Raphael said? I am sad. Well, you know what? I think we all can say that. I think if I chose to focus on the things I'm sad about, I could say I was sad too. But instead, I'm sitting here in this moment and I'm choosing to be grateful and think and focus on the things I'm happy about. I'm happy to be here with you guys. I'm happy to be in this fellowship and I'm happy to have all of you here. I choose to say I am happy. Is there sadness in my heart? Absolutely. Trust me, I've got some sadness. I could sit here and tell you guys for an hour about the things I'm sad about. I'm not going to do that though. I choose to be happy. I choose to be grateful. And so remember that part of your intuition growth, Malia, and you too, Raphael. Remember that. That's important, to choose to claim the happiness, claim the things that you're grateful for, even when you're sad, especially when you're sad. It really works. I know, I hear you. It definitely has been. Now, Malia, also what you need to know is there's certain things from your past. You've got the Four of Pentacles here and then the Knight of Wands. There's certain things from your past that as you sort of, what happens is it's kind of like the release. As you bat them away, they come back like boomerangs. And so there's a stagnancy to that. Like it's hard to heal. It's hard to heal when you focus on something and then it doesn't do anything and then you bat it away and that's when it comes back and smacks you. I feel this energy in your life, like this continual, like it feels like there's a frustration with that because, well, if I focus on it, then nothing works, and if I push it away, then it comes back and sort of smacks me when I don't like it. So there's a frustration to that. What this says to me is embrace that energy. That's happening too for a reason. And there's something about when you're sort of trying to move on from something, and that's when it comes back in, or that's when, or the odd timing of your life, where you're like, why is this happening when I'm finally doing this? That weird timing that you can't make sense of. There's a message, and it is about your intuition. There's a message trying to come through for you in that. In the middle of that is a message. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I could try to like go through possibilities, but I feel like it's something very personal, and it has to do with sort of your makeup as a person, who you are at your core, and it's about there. It's like you hold the key, because for some reason, and I've literally never noticed this key in her lap, but just now when I looked down at it, all I could see was the key sitting on this woman's lap as she's holding those Four Pentacles. So it's like you hold the key to something, and you've really got to take the time to figure out what it is when it's coming towards you, instead of letting it frustrate you, which it's naturally going to do. I keep getting a key image on it. Yeah, there's, and literally, Malia, the key just stood out to me. And I swear to you guys, I have never, don't know why, you know how that happens in tarot, never noticed the key on her lap ever before. Have I ever? Never noticed the key. And the key is just right there on her lap. She holds the key. And it has to do with igniting someone else's passion for you. You hold the key to igniting someone else's passion for you. And it's right in your lap. And it's connected to also your past, things that you need to let go of. So it's very interesting. There's something to that. I'm not going to go any further, being a mini reading, but you definitely go deeper into that direction, whatever that is. Look deeper into that, okay? Crazy. 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 It's Naima. Is it Naima? Is Naima here? It's Naima. Okay. Ooh, Aries, you have to really make sure you, hey, I appreciate you asking for my advice. What's the guidance for Naima? Huh. You, my friend, are on the cusp of a huge, massive, life-changing transformation, and you're the one pushing it back. So what's happening here for you is you're you're juggling the Five of Cups energy. So you're juggling trying to decide whether to grieve something and let it go, finish grieving and let it go, or to see hope in it. See the two cups up standing upright. You're in limbo between the Five of Cups. You're not sure which to choose. You're in that limbo and you don't know where to go, right? And then what's happening is this is about you, your capacity to love unconditionally, and the huge transformation that the star card represents. That Aquarian energy of being the water bearer is going to be very much the focus of the next, I'd say, 6 months of your life. You also got the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck. Behind that, the Six of Wands. You're on a major spiritual growth path of victory. There's a whole new chapter in your life. The Wheel of Fortune's behind that. There's a whole new chapter in your life that's about to open up. It's really exciting. But you're stopping this star energy, this transformative energy, right? That lighting up of that third eye. See that? It's forget the third eye. These are just words, labels. That illumination of a huge illumination of your mind. It's not about cutting cords with the Pisces. It's about moving on from what something was and accepting what it is. Because whatever it was, it isn't anymore. Whatever it is, it's been this for a long time now, for quite some time. It's just about acceptance. You just got to move into the place of acceptance. Does that mean cutting cords? It may, but that's not the real point of it. The cord cutting isn't the point. It's the accepting where you are right now. Because you are going to grow. You've got the Queen of Cups crowning your energy. Your capacity for unconditional love is going to really grow here in the next few months. And it really is all about acceptance for you. You just have to say, okay, what have I not been wanting to accept? Because there's something really about yourself that maybe you're not wanting to accept. This person is not who they were, but neither are you when you came into each other's consciousness. But now it's about you. You've got a lot of people that need to come in. So you have to have, what happens is when we sort of wake up, people do get moved out of our path, even people we love a lot, because there has to be room for new people to come in, right? New special people to come in. And so there is a little bit of that. I don't think it's as serious as it sounds as like you've got to cut the cords and cut some people out. I think it's about, again, just accept where you are, focus on allowing, sort of clearing away negative energies and allowing it to flow. I don't think that it's really going to require you to cut cords or do anything like that. I think it's more about just accepting where you are, accepting that that's not where you were, and sort of acknowledging that you don't need anyone or anything to live your best life, to be who you were meant to be. It's not about anyone but you. Because there's something that just feels so, I mean, these are really beautiful major arcana cards here, these two. And I feel like this is, whatever this sort of cycle you're sort of stuck in, you've chosen, it's not that you want to be stuck in this cycle, but there's a little bit of a fear of as exciting and beautiful as what's coming is, your soul, your higher self has allowed you to hesitate, to make sure you're ready. It's like, on your mark, get set. You're just kind of hesitant because even good things, guys, we can be afraid of. For like a year and a half now, I've been afraid of letting some really good things into my life because I'm human. I'm human and I get afraid, right? And so I've just been kind of like slowly inching toward these things, right? And now I can feel it's time to just let the floodgates open up. And that's what I get for you too. I get a very similar, familiar feeling here. So yeah, I feel like ultimately it is done with that person, with the Pisces? Yeah, I do. I feel like it's time to move on from that. But I don't feel like you have to cut cords or do anything drastic. I think you just have to start being honest with yourself about what's already going on. and really accept that. And then you're going to move much more gracefully into this next part of your life. But you're going to become such an amazing person. Don't focus on the blame. Focus on the lessons. Focus on the lessons, okay? Good luck with that. I think the last person was Sue. Sue, are you here? Everybody's going to get mad at me because the last general zodiac reading I did was Libra. I haven't done any since Libra. And the one that I'm feeling like I need to do first, again, is Libra. I've got so many things to tell the Libras about August. So everybody's going to get mad that I haven't done their sign, but I'm doing Libra again. But I know that it's going to be Libra tomorrow. So sorry, guys. It's okay. Be mad at me. You know what? I kind of like having people mad at me. It reminds me I'm alive. You're welcome. Glad you got the message. What does Sue have coming? Wow, Sue. It's someone, it's not someone new. It feels like it's someone from your past because of the fact that the Nine of Wands is here. So they're coming through as someone who's very wounded warrior energy. And I think it's connected to you from the past. Now, I say that, but you know, that could be something totally different. It could be someone that maybe it's a past life connection, but this lifetime they haven't come in yet. It could be something like that. Feels like it's someone you know this life already. So I would say likelihood is it's someone from the past, but you've got good things happening. The Wheel of Fortune's here, so things are about to shift really nicely, moving right into the sun. This is a happy card. I mean, look at this card. You got these two little golden children holding hands, skipping around. The sun's shining. The sun like this like wise looking. I don't even know. This would be a great shot on the screen for the Sunday morning show on CBS, you know. But it's about moving from a place of confusion, of woundedness, to happiness and to childlike happiness. It's about almost being born again, but it's not really being born again because what this is, it's about finding that inner child. You know, one of the things my great grandmother said to me when she came to me spiritually, she started communicating with me after my awakening, and she told me that she couldn't even communicate with me when I was in that deep, dark depression and when I was in a very heavy energy, that when I started waking up and when I started becoming childlike, it became very easy for her to communicate with me, right? In an esoteric way, in a spiritual way. So something's supposed to happen here as this energy shifts for you and you go into a new cycle, because you're at a crossroads, right? Something's going to happen that allows you to connect to that inner child, that youthfulness, that youthful spirit that allows whatever this heaviness is from the past. Nine of Swords too. Whatever that heaviness is, it's going to be allowed to fall away. It has to be, because you wouldn't be able to get to this place of happiness and that childlike innocence that comes along with sort of feeling free and light. It's like feeling lighter inside. That comes from releasing some of that stuff. Like that Four of Pentacles energy of like heaviness and hanging on, that just breaks free. And so wherever that has led to the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords, that heaviness, it's about time for you to break free from that. And I would focus much more on that than whether it's a new person or a past person coming back. Like I said, it feels probably like that's a past person. But they can't come back until you break free from whatever that energy is. Okay, so focus on the breaking free from that energy so that you can be open to whatever this bright future is with someone you love. Okay, as long as we're stuck in the heaviness of our past, we can never really be open to a beautiful new creation, relationship, whatever, you know. So kind of think of it from that perspective. All right, guys, I'm going to go. It's time for me to go hit the sack. and go to dreamland. So here's to your top, here's to your bottom, here's to your middle. Let's all hope we get a little, something like that. Okay, Lily Cat. It'll be on there soon. Anyway, yeah. You guys, I'm exhausted. I really do get worn out so quick. You wouldn't think so, but doing this is a real energy drain. So I will be back soon. I promise I won't be gone long. And thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for those of you who got readings and those of you who just joined and brought good energy. I appreciate it. Love you guys. And take good care. You guys be good.